Back in July 2023, our partner Winmass explained the concept of long-arm jurisdiction in the Unified Patent Court. This possibility that the UPC might hear cases involving infringements occurring even outside the EU in other European Patent Convention countries. At the time, it was still unclear how the UPC would apply this power in practice. Now, nearly 2 years into its operation, we've seen some early answers begin to emerge. Let's start with a major development, the CJEU's decision in the BSH versus Electrolux from February 2025. The court confirmed that a court in the defendant's home country can still hear infringement actions involving patents from other member states, even if the defendant challenges the patent's validity. This expands the reach of cross-border injunctions, clarifying the limits of national court jurisdiction and therefore the UPC's jurisdictions under the Brussels 1 bis regulation. But even before that, in January 2025, the Düsseldorf local division tackled the question head-on in a case between Fujifilm and Kodak. The court said yes, relying on Article 4.1 of Brussels 1 bis regulation, which applies universally, not just within the EU, according to the Düsseldorf local division. It is important to point out that in that case, all defendants were German and no revocation was sought, so the case could proceed with the UK part included. Then in March, the Paris local division directly applied the VSH reasoning in Multilock versus EMC Creations. The claim included UK, Spanish and Swiss parts of a European patent. Paris allowed it, referencing the BSH decision and extending the logic even to Switzerland via the Lugano Convention. And finally, in April, the local division Mannheim had another Fujifilm Kodak case. Here the UPC declined jurisdiction over national patent parts that had already lapsed before the UPCA came into force on June 1, 2023, ruling BSH was irrelevant for that scenario. The UPC's long-arm jurisdiction is clearly taking shape, adopting a rather broad interpretation of Brussels 1 bis regulation. Some very practical questions are, however, left open. For instance, if a court has to apply Albanian law, for example, how will it go about it? Will judges rely on their own analysis or call in foreign law experts? As these cases unfold, we'll continue to learn how the UPC handles cross-border complexities in patent litigation. Stay tuned.